Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to put a full face together of makeup that I've fallen out of love with, that never wowed me, but I'm just not ready to say goodbye to. So maybe this is a chopping block series. I'm not sure what to call this, but I'm sure you have some makeup in your drawer that is okay, but not horrible enough that you'll want to get rid of it. So give it a thumbs up if you have been there. If you find this video interesting, I hope you'll stick around. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel, and let's jump into it. I do want to say before I start potentially roasting makeup that if these are items that are in your love category, items that you do turn to every day or that you think are fantastic, please don't take offense, and please leave a comment below telling us what product you love and why you love it. This is a community of thoughts and everybody's opinion is welcome. Maybe I'm not using it correctly, maybe there is a different way to use it. Please share. So I'm going to just jump right in, and I'm going to start with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Now truly, this one has gotten a lot of rave reviews. This is supposed to lengthen the time of your makeup, smooth, moisturize, and I believe that the problem with this one for me might just be that I am too oily of a skin type, because I do find that I'm a little too dewy with this primer. But I think this one's going to be an unpopular opinion. Now, what we will do while that sets in is I'm going to prime the eyes just to get this ready. And this is the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. I believe I got this in a subscription box, and it's okay. It's just a little on the sticky side for me. Next, I'm going to go into concealer, and this is one that I got when I did my Sephora brand video, and it's not a terrible concealer, but it is a little on the thick side, little on the heavy side, and I tend to be a little heavy-handed with products, so I find this one gets a little heavy, potentially cakey on me. But if I'm careful, I can use it. But sometimes we don't want high maintenance makeup in our collection. Am I right or am I right? The coverage is there. And I think if you had dry skin, you might really like this because it does seem super hydrating. I put my concealer on first because we're going in with a powder foundation, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation. Love the liquid, struggle a bit with the powder. I'm going to use the puff that it comes with, and let's go ahead and apply this. And if I were wearing this for short periods of time, I think I would be fine. It's just the time goes by and I get oilier and shinier. Comment below if you are a powder foundation kind of person, because I really like the idea of powder foundation. The ease of application. I did not realize this was so light on my skin. But do they make a good powder foundation for those of us that struggle with oils? So this is definitely a little light for my skin tone, but we will make it work. I'm going to take a little bit of powder, this same powder, and dust it under the eyes because that concealer needs to be set. I'm going to put a little bit on where the eyeshadow primer was. Okay, let's add a little color back into the skin. I mean, the the complexion looks smooth. It looks nice, maybe a little powdery, but it looks nice. Let's move on to bronzer. This next one is one that I'm glad I picked up a mini. This is from Hourglass. This is a pricey brand, and this is their Ambient Diffused Bronze Light. It's a little light for my skin tone, and I know that Hourglass has gotten in trouble before for not being inclusive with their coloring. But if this is too light for me, and I am a fair to medium, I can understand the struggle for people with a deeper skin tone, because I'm pretty darn sure that this is the darkest or one of the darker bronzer shades. Let's move on to the brows. And this may surprise you, but this was my go-to for a long time, and it's just sort of fallen by the wayside because I found so many other brow products that are less expensive and just more to my taste. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I have this in 3.5. I also have it in 4. And I just find that it's a little harder to apply. And again, brows are very personal. You may like a brow product that just glides on, super pigmented, or you may like a brow product that you have to really build. I am not one that wants to spend a lot of time on my brows. I will continue to use it, even though it takes me a little bit more work to use, because I think it's $24. I'm not going to throw away a $24 brow pencil. Well, this potential problem just solved itself. It's gone. So I finished it. I still have the 3.5, which is a hair lighter. That's okay. Bye-bye to that one. Let's finish up the cheeks. I'm going in with this ShopMissA palette, which actually was one of the hits in the video that I did. ShopMissA is the where all the products are either $1 or $1.55. This one wasn't bad. This is the Ultimate Glow Face. As a matter of fact, I love the highlighter, but the bronze and blush were a bit too shimmery for me. So what I'm going to do is use this for highlighter, and maybe I'll throw a little bit of that shimmering blush or shimmering, I mean, if you want to glow. So I'm cheating a little bit on this product because I do like the highlight, but I'll throw a little bit of the bronzer on so that you can see how glowy. If you struggle with texture, the more glittery, glowy products that you use, the more problematic it can be. Okay, I am not going to go in with that blush because I have another blush that I don't love, and the other problem with that one is that it's glowy. And this is the e.l.f. Monochromatic Blush. It is a stick blush. It was in my cream blushes and liquid blush video that I did, and it's very shimmery, goldy orange. For this on my stipple brush, and we're going to have some glowy, glowy cheeks today. For eyeshadow, what I have today is my Wet n Wild 10 pan palette. I have talked a lot of smack on Wet n Wild, and the mattes are good. Okay, the shimmers are what disappointed me, but I did have a shock the other day. I went to use it, and I was digging in that shimmer as I do, and I got to some creaminess. So I'm wondering if it's an overlay situation. The other problem is they're very difficult to open. I'm sitting here struggling, to open it. And you know, if you've watched my videos, I love a lot of Wet n Wild products. There we go. I got it open, and the shade is called Lights Off. So you've got some coolness, you've got some warmness. I just thought this would be the most versatile. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is my Sigma E33, and I'm going to go right in with that green. going to start in that outer corner, and we're just going to blend. See, I'm sticking to that pretty vulgar base. Let's try a different brush. I'm going to try a bigger brush from Sigma. Maybe that brush just isn't strong enough. Sometimes the bristles can be a little wimpy. But yeah, that base I can see where it's a problem. I think I've already got fallout. I am on the struggle bus, ladies and gents. Going to my third brush to see if this one moves this product a little bit better. This one is from Luxie. I'm going to try little circular motions. Will this video ever make it to YouTube? It's not easy being a creator and creating a look that you don't love, and me going in knowing that these are products that I struggle with. What am I thinking? But we're going to keep going because I want to surprise myself. I want to see if we can have a wearable look. Or it'd be better, this is your public service announcement or reminder to take back makeup that you don't care for. Don't be lazy and let it sit in the drawer too long, or keep making excuses for it because you hear that other people like it. Let me go in with this cream right here that I was liking. This was the one that I was digging in and it surprised me. So I thought, maybe that was an overlay. I mean, that definitely looks creamier. Let's see if it applies to the lid okay. Yeah. That looks great. So this palette may just be redeeming itself. This champagne cream color it's good. Let's do that bottom lash line. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go into this deep brown. I think what I'll do is take that dark brown again and go into that outer corner with the same brush. I think that'll pull the look together. Okay, I like that. Now we want to blend that green in a little bit more with it. Make sure it's blended. Super light hand. Okay, we've got a little bit of a bronzy shimmer going on here. I think I'm going to wet my brush and put a little bronze on the bottom and just go lightly on both sides here. Switch the brush or flip the brush over so you don't get your pan wet. For eyeliner, I have the LA Colors Auto Eyeliner. Picked this up in my ShopMissA video as well. You can find this at Five Below at Dollar General, and it is okay. Doesn't stay on the waterline. If I try to build it up, it gets a little sticky. The other day I used it and the stick started falling out of the component. So yeah, definitely not my favorite eyeliner, but in a pinch, if you want to pay $1, you could use it. I'm just lining the top. Doesn't stay on my waterline so great. But if you want to just wear it for a short period, you'll be fine. 12-hour workday, not so much. I'm going to go ahead and go in the waterline, because it seems to be transferring down anyway, which happens with inexpensive, or just, shoot, I've had it happen with expensive pencils. I'm going to set my brows with the NYX Control Freak Gel, which I used to like until I discovered stronger holding products. This one is okay. If I do my brows first, I have the Catrice Lip Foundation Pencil. This one I just recently tried. It is just a nude brown pencil, and while I like it, it just is not as long lasting as I would prefer. Maybe a little on the waxy side. And for lip color, I have this Bite Beauty, is it called the Power Matte? I believe it is, and I love these lipsticks, but this one has a shimmer to it. I had a Sephora makeover and loved it when the lady put it on me, and then it was just one of those I came home and didn't love it so much. Long-lasting, pretty brown shade. The shimmer just bothers me a little bit. I would prefer more of a matte. And for mascara, maybe an unpopular opinion, the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. I struggle with this, and I think it's the wand. It just seems to be very messy on my eyes. I try to take my time, and I struggle a little bit. But it's just not one that I reach for. There we go, just hit. So here is the finished face and my final thoughts. I finished the mascara. I did add some of this highlighter from ShopMissA in my inner corner, and let's talk about what stays and what goes. The primer. I think it's time to find another home for it. I'm not going to throw it away because I've probably used it less than 10 times. It's just not right for my skin type. So I have a mother with dry skin. I probably have nieces and a sister. So when you're watching this, oh lovely family of mine, reach out and let me know. Foundation, I'm gonna hold on to it because I'm still hoping that I find the right primer that may work well with it. I am loyal to this L'Oreal Infallible line. I love the concealer. I love the liquid foundation. So if you have a suggestion, help me make this work. I think the skin looks beautiful. I just think in an hour I will be very, very shiny. The concealer, I'll hold on to it because I don't think it's a terrible concealer. I just have to be very careful, little high maintenance. Blush. The glowy look seems to be in right now, and I think that that actually looks pretty good. Not my natural go-to, but it doesn't look bad, and it looks very bronzy, glowy, so the e.l.f. Monochromatic Blush Stick is hanging around. eyeshadow palette, it has redeemed itself. So if you've bought these palettes and you've been disappointed with the shimmers, I'd be surprised if you were disappointed with the mattes. I say you can get fallout, just work slowly, build up, but the shimmers are what really disappointed me. I have two palettes. I have one of the, is it 4-pan, I think, in my makeup collection, and I have this one. I'm gonna work on that other one as well. Maybe I'll show that in a future video, but this one, just be careful of overspray. This primer, for sure, is gone. This one, I really feel that me struggling with blending the mattes had to do with this. Forgive me if you had this primer, you love this primer, this eyeshadow primer, because it's gone. The eyeliner, yeah, I wouldn't even want to give this to anybody. That's a no. And for $1, that doesn't break my heart to let it go away. The lipstick, maybe my thought is if I have a solid matte chocolate brown lipstick or darker nude lipstick, I can tap this into the center. Tell me what you think, because this is, I think this is a $30 lipstick. I'm gonna hold on to this one and see if I can make it work. The brow gel, the brow pencil solved itself because it ran out. The brow gel I'll hang on to. Like I said, it does work, just not as strong as I would like from the other NYX product. And I believe the lip liner, it's fine. It's good for not perfect days. And the e.l.f. Lash It Loud, I'm guessing, I did fix the smudge that went on there. I'm guessing maybe it just needs to dry out some more. I'm conflicted because you know Big Papa from Wet n Wild is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras right now. I'm only out of it and I'm working through others. That's the only reason why I'm not using it constantly. I'm trying, and I have backups. I just haven't gotten it to it yet. Maybe when this dries out a little bit more. Oh, but what confuses me is that the Big Papa also has a big wand. Maybe not this big. I'll have to double check that when I open my new one, which I'm sure will be soon, and compare. But maybe this formula is a little too wet and the wand is a little too big. So I'm gonna hang on to it a little bit longer to see if maybe if it dries up a little bit more, it will be easier to apply and not all over my face. But tell me what you think. Do you like the look? I do. I would feel comfortable going out in this. My only concern is, like I said, the dewiness that would happen to my face. Let me know what makeup products you're struggling with, and maybe in the comment section we can all help each other. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing before you leave. I post videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know you were here, and have a fabulous day.